What's up? What's up, Facebook? It's that time of the month. It's that time of the month where I got my boy Jimmy on here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring some value. Hey guys, if this is your first time actually tuning into one of my Facebook lives, once a month I come over here with my friend named Jimmy. Monday through Friday, I'm over here giving value on Facebook. But the crazy thing about it is, me and Jimmy was just talking a little bit before this. I follow Jimmy like crazy. Jimmy is everywhere. Jimmy expire. I mean, he motivates me to stay in front of it and keep grinding, guys. And we're gonna talk about some real important things today. And before we get started, if this is your first time actually tuning into one of my Facebook lives, or me and Jimmy, and you're not following Jimmy, you most definitely want to follow this man. I mean, he's inspiring a lot of people. The train is moving. He's making impacts in other people's lives. And not only that, guys, he's just an awesome guy overall. So, Jimmy, tell him, let's talk, man. Let's talk about what you got going on, brother. You everywhere.
I am. It is all about that freight train mindset. By the way, I got a new website out, freighttrainmindset.com. Check that out. But I think there's 7 steps. I think there's 7 steps to a freight train mindset. And, me and Troy were talking right before we went live with you guys. Is you got to have a coach, you got to have a mentor, you got to have somebody that's holding you accountable, that's holding you, that's saying, hey, look, where are you going? All right. And how are we going to get there? You got to have a plan. You got to have a system. I was talking to some ladies just yesterday, Troy, and that was one of the things that I tried to instill in them is if you don't have a plan and you don't have a system, where are you going? I think too many of us, I was there. I'm sure you were there at one time, Troy. We're just swimming. We're doing that canoeing. We're trying to get up the river, but where are you going? You got to have specific goals and talk. And again, we talked about this last time, Troy. At night, go to bed thinking about them. Wake up thinking about them. Go to bed and do it over and over and over until finally it's in your mind. It's in that subconscious to where you're unstoppable. And you're right. I'm trying to be everywhere. I want people to get online, get on Instagram, get on Facebook. I wrote a couple real estate agents this morning. They're not even on Facebook. How are you not on Facebook? There's billions of people and you're not on Facebook. So you got to put your name out there. And here's the thing that I've learned just recently since we last talked, Troy, is everybody's unique. You've got a story. I've got a story. And the people listening right now has got a story. You've got a story. Your life, nobody has been through your shoes. Nobody has walked the steps you walk. So find that uniqueness. Find that person inside of you that nobody knows. Nobody knows everything about you. Nobody's been where you've been. And if you start sharing that with people and start showing that how unique you are, believe it or not, Troy, they'll start following you. They will start following you and they'll start saying, hey, what's that guy doing? And maybe he can help me. And that's what it's about. Or even she. I mean, did you know there's a shortage right now of it seems like there's shortage on chicken. There's shortage on all kinds of different things out there. But did you know there's shortage on women speakers? So if you're a woman out there and you're trying to speak, if you're trying to get your name out there, I've got people that need you on stage and says, hey, look, I'm doing great things. I'm out here I am. But there's not enough women speakers out there, Troy. They need to speak up and say, hey, look, I'm out here trying to win. Come win with me.
Hey, Jimmy, this is what I'm going to do. This thing right here going to run. It's going to be on YouTube. Hey, if it's any women speakers out here, any women that's in an entrepreneurship game or just want to speak and empower people, reach out to me. Hey, we'll go live. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jimmy both started out not wanting to do this. I mean, your tribe is out there. I mean, really, truthfully, just like Jimmy talked about, if you're not on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you're not making an impact, man, you missing it. And not only that, I just call it out and you might think, man, Troy's a jerk. You being selfish. I mean, you truly being selfish because God has put you here to make an impact in other people's lives. And especially if you really want to actually free up your time. If you want financial freedom, you got to stop chasing it and you got to chase the impact. And you got to be grateful, just like Jimmy said. But you got to step up every morning. You got to do something where you sowing into other people, you filling other people's cups up. Just like Jimmy. Me and Jimmy was talking about it. And, I posted a post last week. Jimmy was crazy. I took Lisa Carp to get the R change. You might have saw that story. And they ended up stripping the bolts out in the R pen. But anyway, I was that would have a year and a half ago, Jimmy, that would have ruined my whole day. I didn't even get started to 2, but I let my day go on because I know it was people out there that, was meant for me to connect with that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. So people don't get that. And even some more challenge. I mean, this Monday, I had a little adversity going on in my life, right? And the good thing about it is this is where we finna tie all this together because, I talked to Jimmy. Jimmy said he talked to his, he's privileged. He's lucky. He's actually working with one of the top earners in his company, which is his mentor. But not only that, his accountability partner. You got to find somebody that's going to hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? So, that plays a good factor. My coach on Monday, he sent me a text message. just out the blue and was like, hey, Troy, don't forget to get in the clubhouse today. You know what I'm saying? But I needed that. I needed that message that day. It was just like God was saying, telling him, hey, you know, Troy needs you to reach out to him and get in this clubhouse today, because guess what? He needs that extra fuel where he can keep going, where he can make an impact in other people's lives. So, I mean, Jimmy, tell us about, I know you say your mentor called you early. Well, what time he called you, man? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
Oh, it was earlier than that, Troy. It was 7 a.m. I got a text going, you up? What do you think, Troy? I'm always up, baby. Let's go. But it was exciting, you know, and it's awesome to have a mentor or a coach like what I have. I think everybody needs a coach in life. I think everybody needs somebody to look up to hold them accountable. You know, a coach is not going to sit there and go, way to go, dude. Good job. They're going to say, let's go. It's time to go. You're going to, I mean, think about a weight coach back in high school or even in college. They pushed you. And now we're older, Troy. There's nobody to push us. You got to have somebody to push you and say, you can lift a little more. You can dream a little bigger. And when you start doing that, and those people hold you accountable, good gracious, you can. I'm going to read the little thing I read this morning to you, Troy, because it's just so impactful. 99% of people in the world are convinced they are incapable of achieving great things, so they settle for mediocre. We're not dreaming big enough, Troy. They got to dream bigger. You got to dream so big that you think you're crazy, and that's the good thing. You are crazy if you dream that big and go get it. The second thing is, Troy, you got to show up. Too many people are just not. There it is, the magic of thinking big. See, that's right. See, and showing up. I'm telling you, I think too many people, they're not showing up enough. They're not consistent with it. You can't show up on Monday and not show up on Friday. Did you know we have a Friday too? I always, you know, one of the things I say 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. Why? Because I want to show up every single day and it look like Saturday. Just keep going. Sunday, I take my day off. But I tell you, you got to show up every single day consistently every single day. Wake up early, get your mind right. And the other one, like you said, distractions. Same here. I've walked outside and I'm having a flat tire and it's like, oh my God, I got a phone call this morning from somebody I'm not real proud of. And it could have threw me off. It could have stopped my whole day, but I got that mind right. The freight train's rolling through and there's nothing that can stop you when you have that mindset of no distractions. Troy, believe it or not, just the other day, I've been meaning to tell you, I'm in a small town, so we've got a train that goes through, right? Truck, nobody got hurt, but there was a truck that got stuck on the track. Everybody's safe, but that train, dude, what do you think that truck didn't even that train went through there like it wasn't even sitting there. I'm telling you, and that's the kind of mindset you want. It's when you have a flat tire, you have somebody that pisses you off. You have that. There's distractions, and when you get out of those distractions and have that freight train mindset, good gracious, what can you be stopped? Can you stop a train? And I just don't think you can. And now again, keep in mind, I think too many also think that you can just get a train going very quickly. It takes a little while to get a train going. Just like an airplane. You know, my mentor Patrick says a lot of times to me, when's the hardest? The hardest is at the beginning, like a train taking off or a plane taking off. They've got to use all that energy and all that force, and it's going to be tough. To get where you want to be, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And I think that sacrifice stage is where people have a really hard time, because I talked to a couple other my mentors and my coaches. I have a couple coaches now, and one of them mentioned like a roller coaster. The ride's fun, but what do you got to do first? You got to go up that hill. You got to get that gravity up. You got to get real high up, and that's the hardest part. You know, that's where the chain's going. You hear the clinking and the clanging, and that's where it's tough. That's that sacrifice. To get to B, from A to B, you got to go through that sacrifice. And I think that's where people struggle. I think that's where husbands and wives have a hard time. It's like, where's my money? Where's it going to work? I thought you said it was going to work. It will work. You got to believe, you got to dream. And right when it gets really, really top, right there when you're at the top, when it gets hard, Troy, gets hard right there at the top, but then it flows. So anybody, you can do it. You can, but you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your dream, your passion, your desire. Read the books, read the Napoleon Hill, The Think and Grow Rich, read the Wallace Waddles, and go out there and do it. You can do it. You got to act now. Don't wait. If you wait, don't
Jimmy,
wait.
you gave up. You gave them so much value in a man. I mean, that was just. I don't know if you guys really caught that. You know, one of my first mentors when I first got into business, Jimmy, she used the example of pushing a car. You know, they said if me and you first started pushing a car, that car is going to be really hard to push, right? But as the momentum starts, the car get easier. Just like you use the freight train mentality, right? When that train first starts, that train is going slow. But when that train start rolling, there's no stopping that train. It's the same thing with an 18-wheeler. That's why, if you jump in front of a truck and the truck needs to stop, it can't stop. It's because, and that's the same thing with this business. If you're in a network marketing business, home business space, in the beginning, it moves kind of slow. That's why you need a mentor. That's why you need a coach. But I promise you, when that train get to moving, when that thing get to moving, you cannot stop it. You wake up every morning and people coming in your team, customers coming on. If you're affiliated marketing, you moving product, just things start to happening. Or if you're in corporate America, whatever, trying to move up, that's your thing. Hey, promotions, all kinds of stuff start to happen because guess what? You built up the momentum to make it happen. That's just what it is. Jimmy, I was actually on a podcast not too long ago. I think she did it last week. Jesse Lee, talking about Boss Lee, she talked about that. And, one of her things was, and, I challenge people because I see you. And, man, I know you on your way to even making a huge impact. You already making an impact. She was telling somebody, she said, what if I told you you can make my kind of money every month and all you had to do was go live every day? That's all you had to do. And when she said that, the first thing I thought about you, Jimmy, because I see you everywhere, and I see you like 7 days a week. Myself, it's Monday through Friday over here, but I do reels. I'm on Instagram 7 days a week. Just because of that. And, hey, girl, you had a big impact on that. I knew I was over here on Facebook. I was catching some traction. I was building my tribe, but I started seeing you. I was like, man, Jimmy is everywhere. I mean, he's in stories. He's freaking every day. He's giving out value. He's doing something. So, man, I mean, you just don't understand that what you're doing in other people's lives. And while I'm talking about Jimmy, I want to take it back to you, whoever looking at this, whoever see this. Hey, if you see this later, let us know where you actually checking it out from, what part of the country or what part of the world. You can do the same thing, but you got to understand, you got to get out of your comfort zone, just like me and Jimmy did. You got to turn that camera on, either on that phone or on that computer, and make that thing happen. Because like I said, if you're not, you're being freaking selfish, because there's people out here looking for what you have to offer. And that said, maybe you're not in business yet. Maybe you're looking for a business. Maybe you like, man, you know what? I want to do the home business thing. Or maybe you did it in the past and you didn't have no success. Guess what? Reach out to Jimmy, man. I mean, Jimmy will help you. Jimmy actually worked with one of the top leaders in this company. The company he's involved in has been around for a long time, has helped a lot of people make life-changing income. But not only that, made an impact on a lot of people's lives. And maybe what Jimmy have ain't for you, but reach out to him anyway, and maybe I got something for you. Reach out to me. Hit me a messenger. You just never know. But also, me and Jimmy both, we run in the same circle, because the whole goal of it is for us is just to make an impact in other people's lives. So maybe I don't have what for you. Maybe Jimmy don't have it, but guess what? I guarantee you, me and Jimmy know somebody got something that can actually help you out in whatever you're trying to do. What do you think about that, Jimmy?
I'm telling you, and you said it best, you said they've got a phone in their hand. You've got, believe it or not, did you know everybody's got a TV show? What I would suggest you do is go live. I mentioned this, I think, one time when we've talked before, is go live once a week and talk about a how-to. There's something out there, how to do something and somebody else doesn't. So do a live webinar. I've been doing that each week. I'm doing them right now. I think the Monday night's working good. So every Monday night, 8 p.m., I'm doing a live webinar. This week is how confidence can grow your business. How confidence can grow your business. And it's a free webinar. I'm just throwing it out there. It's huge value. And you can do that too. Anybody can do that. If you have a phone, did you know a man can actually be locked in a closet as long as he's got an internet and a phone and maybe a computer, maybe a little camera up top? You can do anything you want to do. You can make as much money as you want to make. You can go across the globe, not in your backyard. We used to, I remember having walkie-talkies and CB radios. That only reached so far. Now, I mean, can you imagine? Dude, we can talk. I talked just yesterday. I was talking to the guy in the United Kingdom. Just right here within a split second.
Hold on, Jimmy. Before we jumped on this live right here, I was actually doing an Instagram live with a guy in London.
See?
I mean, I was checking him out. I've been following him. He invited me to join this live. A guy on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't understand this internet thing, this Facebook, this Instagram, these social platforms, man. I mean, there's so many people. The world has become really small.
Yes, it has. And that's the thing. And here's the key. Here's what I want anybody to take away is don't stop chasing the money and start chasing helping people. Start chasing helping people. And I've done a couple of reels. I don't know if you saw some of them, Troy, but I've got the money chasing me. It's real funny. Check it out. It's on my Instagram account. But that's the thing is money's going to start chasing me because why? And it'll chase you. It can chase anybody. Why? Because you go help people. When you help people first, the money comes. It's just paper troll. We talked about this. They just make it every day.
It is.
They make it every day.
And right now, they printing it faster. The machine about to burn up, man. They study ink in that machine. And people, the thing about it is, one of my things, Jimmy, what I say, don't chase the money, chase the impact.
Boom. Love that.
Yeah, chase the impact. Chase the impact you're gonna be able to make in other people's lives. Because at the end of the day, Jimmy, I want you to think about it, brother. I don't care how much money we make. I don't care how much money we got in the bank. When it's over and we land there for to go, guess what? Man, we'll give all that money up for some more time. Know what I'm saying? And it all boils back to the experiences. Like me and Jimmy doing this once a month. My other friends, hanging out with my wife, Lisa, my son, my daughter. That's what it's all about, So if you chase the impact, the freedom will come. And once the freedom comes, you get to spend more time and do more experiences and do more things, create more experiences and do more things with people that really your closest friends, people that care about you and that you care about. So when it's time to go, hey man, guess what? You'll be remembered, not just as a guy or lady chasing the money. And once again, I'm gonna throw that back out there. Like you said, Jimmy, it's not enough women out here jumping on these lives. There's not enough women speaking. So if you're a woman and you want to get yourself out here, reach out to Jimmy. Jimmy will go live with you. I'll go live with you. Guess what? You know what? Reach out to me and Jimmy both. And we going live next month sometime. We ain't set the day up. And we'll have you as a guest right here on this live.
We sure will. Absolutely. And that would get your name out there. So tell you what, if you're out there right now and you're thinking that you're a woman and you're thinking, hey, look, maybe I could do this. Go live for 4 times. Do it this week, next week, 4 times. And then by the time you get to us, you're going to have some type of little following there. And all of a sudden, our friends become your friends. Borrow other people's audiences. It's a smart idea. I'm telling you, try it. Borrow each other's audience. And one thing you mentioned was, I heard something the other day, Troy, that you'll like is the eulogy. When you die and that money's not going with you, it's not. I'm sorry, but everybody, I don't know if anybody's told you, but the money's not going with you. Is, how about if you were a preacher, or how about you were somebody up there and you got up there to the eulogy, and what are they going to say about you? Are they going to have something to say? Because a buddy of mine, he was talking about this. He's a preacher, and he said, that's the hardest thing when they go and they hear all the stories and they're at the family and he did this and she did that and she was powerful and she gave back to others. But the ones that didn't do anything, they kind of sit around like, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure. What are they going to say at your eulogy? It's not going to be about how much money you made. I promise you. It's going to be what impact that you do to this world. Be an impact to the world. What are you people going to know you for? Anybody can be famous. Doesn't matter. It's wealthy. Be wealthy. Look at that. Driven by purpose. I love it. See?
That's what it's driven. And guess what, guys? Me and Jimmy, the way we connect, we didn't even know we was going to get on this money subject. And then we start talking about money. And that's just the way God worked, though, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's a God thing. And then I got the shirt on, driven by purpose, basically starting money out. And that's what you got to be driven by, guys. If you really want it, if you sit up and you talk to any very successful person, they're driven by purpose. They're driven about making an impact in other people's lives. I guarantee you, Jimmy Mentor right now, the guy he's working with, one of the top earners in that company, is more driven about sewing into people like Jimmy and see Jimmy winning than making more money.
Servant leader.
Yeah. I guarantee you, my coach, my mentor, is more driven by making an impact in other people's lives than he is about money, because he's been around it for a long time, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? So just like yours, and that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Whoever looking at this, you got to make that shift. You got to stop chasing that money, like Jimmy said, and let the money chase you. I'm not gonna say it, but one of the first guys I used to actually follow a long time ago when I first learned how to kind of market online a little bit, he said you got to make money your B. Basically, you got to control money. Money can't control you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way, like you said, once you figure that part out, Jimmy, then the money start chasing you. You know what I'm saying? Because you chasing the impact, because not really chasing it, because you get out of your comfort zone. You're doing what you got to do to make an impact in other people's lives, to bring value in other people's lives. And then eventually the money start chasing you. In the way you make that impact, somebody's pouring into your cup like this, right? You see that? Somebody pouring into your cup, and then you take what you learn and it's overflowing, and then you go pour into some more people's cup, and their cup go overflow. Then they go pour in some more people's cup, and then you look up. Wow, just look at the impact. Think about Jim Rohn, bro.
Oh, I know. That's it, and that's why once it hits you and you realize that all you really have to do is tip your glass a little bit and say, hey, look, did you know this? And believe it or not, these people, they're unique. Everybody's so unique. People are, the way we're made, the whole mindset thing, it's incredible. And when you really kind of start studying it a little bit, you'll be blown away. And folks out there will be blown away when you realize that you're a computer. You're basically a computer. And when you tell your mind what to do, if you wake up in the morning, you're negative, Troy, you're going to be negative all day.
Yep.
If you wake up and you're positive and you feel your mind, I cut off the negative. I did a webinar one day, and it was called "Bye Mr. Negative." Bye Mr. Negative. Because see him, I don't want to talk to him. I don't even talk to that guy because he's not in my life. I'm looking for Mr. Positive. I'm going positive all day long, and then I go to bed positive. I wake up positive, back and forth, back and forth. You get it in your mind. You're a computer. You get in that subconscious mind. Woo, Troy, we get fired up now, brother.
Yeah, boy, when you reprogram that subconscious mind, miracles happen. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, guys. Me and Jimmy gonna wrap this up. And if you're not following Jimmy, like I said, you most definitely want to follow him on Facebook. And also, for any woman that want to get a little bit uncomfortable and get out there, just let me and Jimmy know. And I'm gonna put it out too, Jimmy. I'm not gonna hold back. I know we need women speakers bad, but it's also some guys out there. There's some men out there that's got some powerful stories that we need to hear. So guess what? Next month, we looking for one powerful woman. Then the next month after that, we're going to look for one powerful man. So if you're a woman and you got a story that you want to share, but you want to get uncomfortable, hey, let me and Jimmy help you take that step. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. We don't care what company you involved in. Guess what? Me and Jimmy are two completely different companies, but we're here to help each other and inspire each other to actually become great. And not only that, to make an impact in as many people's lives as possible. That's why we do this once a month. So what you want to close it out with, Jimmy?
Man, I would say, just go back. If you caught the tail end of this, go back, rewind it, go watch. Let's say rewind. Isn't that old school right there?
Yeah, that's real old school. Hey, you letting them know our age, Jimmy, and I think I'm
know. Wait a minute, we got to rewind the VHS right quick. Let's put it in the rewinder. You remember the rewinders? Anyway, go back and bring that thing. I'll just say bring that thing back. And watch this thing again. There's a lot of nuggets that we shared with you, a lot of value. And that's what it's about, is if you can grow yourself, if you can take this little 15, 20 minute, little live session and you can grow from it, take that and do that every single day. Maybe you can watch this every day. There's something in here that you can grab every single day, in that repetitive mindset of showing up, being consistent, believing in yourself. You can do those things. You can do anything you want to do. And Troy's right. The first thing you got to do is tell others about it. Invite your friends. The ones that won't come will come. It's crazy. But the ones that you don't think will come. And the ones that you think will come won't even show up sometimes. And that's okay, because that's the ones you got to prove. And you will have haters. There's going to be haters, but I laugh at them. I just wave at them. My train's going by. It's like, how you doing? Good to see you. Keep on going. So I appreciate you, man.
You gotta let your haters be your motivator. Hey, Jimmy, give them that website one more time. Your website.
Yeah, brother. Absolutely. I got jimmyboheler.com, Boheler, and then of course the freighttrainmindset.com. Check that out. Troy's on there too. We got his podcast on there as well. But man, it's out there for you guys. It's out there for the people that are listening to get value, to grow, to become. You can become anything you want to be. Anybody can do it. You just got to believe in yourself.
And also, guys, check Jimmy out. He do a free training. What day is that, Jimmy? That free training?
Mondays at 8:00. You can check it out. I usually stream it right to my website on Facebook. So Facebook.com/JBoheler, Boheler.
And if you need any of this information, guys, make sure you message Jimmy. And if you're not following Jimmy over on Instagram, you most definitely got to follow him. He's a lot of fun. He mixed that fun up with actually making an impact. I see, man. You do some amazing stuff, Jimmy. With that, guys, I hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday. And let's go out here. Let's make an impact in other people's lives, guys, because guess what? As Les Brown say, you have greatness in you.